So welcome to another Lightboard video. This video is about architecting your cloud and network and basically talking about how you can connect your offices and sites to a cloud environment. So we think about a fairly sort of traditional office environment. We've probably got router provided by the broadband supplier, and then we've probably got a firewall, and then some really well-drawn users that live behind this, and they're accessing services over on, say, like the public internet. That might be things like Office 365, for example. And they're going out this firewall and connecting to the internet and out to services. Now, when you start to get into building a cloud environment, you've got to sort of connect that to that. And often you can use the public internet. So, you know, if we look at a solution in our cloud that might use, for example, virtual firewall. So again, this is a virtual firewall inside the cloud. We have our MPLS inside this, which is effectively a big private network. And these firewalls are actually a pair across two data centers that you get as part of the service that are co-managed. And inside this environment, we can build whatever machines we want to build. So we can build, we might build a domain controller, file server, app server, whatever it might be. So we'll assume that's a DC and an app server. And now we need to get that workstation to actually connect to that environment. So obviously, if this app was web-based, you could just open up a firewall port and simply allow in 443 or whatever port of your choice. But you might want to make it private, make it more secure. And one of the challenges that you have is how do you do that? So obviously in the public cloud environments, there are things like Direct Connect and Express Route. But when it comes to our cloud, we have not necessarily a unique offering, but a way that we can connect things privately using the actual MPLS network. So what we can actually do is provide you with a private circuit which takes you into that cloud. So instead of you having all of this, including the firewall in your office, we actually just provide a new circuit. So again, same environment, we literally just bring a connection back to your office. And that gets you to your data center environment privately. It never traverses the public internet. Now, the next question is, well, what happens when I've got multiple sites? Well, it's really easy. We just literally order more circuits to these additional sites. And they won't need VPNs. And this just means things are a lot easier because now you're not managing multiple firewalls. You've also got one single ingress and egress point outside of the network. And these are the same firewalls that are used for all of your traffic. And you can have filtering, load balancing, whatever it might be that you need here. It just makes life a lot easier. The other thing, of course, is that we've got a range of different access technologies. So we can do things like, it's a bit archaic now, but we can do things like DSL. We could say, well, actually, you want to have a site on 5G. We could say, well, actually, you want to have a site on EOFTTC. And we can do pretty much any access medium. Then for the sites that really need it, we can do fiber. We can do resilient connections, so one off one provider and one off another. And these actually go via separate data center locations and autonomously fail over. And the good thing is because the firewall is shared, you can keep the same public IP block, which makes life super easy. And then if you want to scale this over time and start making use of multiple cloud environments, we can actually bring your MPLS privately into things like Azure, AWS, and GCP. So our cloud offering gives you an insane amount of flexibility when it comes to architecting everything. And as an MSP or a provider, you can get rid of all these files. Because obviously if you had all these sites in a traditional setup with like IPsec VPNs, you might end up with a lot of VPNs between every single site and a lot of extra firewalls to manage. So this really makes life a lot easier. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Hopefully it was super informative. And if you want to find out more information, have a look on our website or check out our other YouTube videos. Oh, and if you could, like and subscribe to our channel.
Was that scripted at all, Chris?
No.
That's really impressive.
No script, but it's what I know, so it's fine.